Assuming that's okay with everybody, you're going to record.
Oh, well, I keep it for myself anyways because I go back over
Yeah.
it and tell myself what an idiot I am.
Dirty.
Kevin, what is your character's name?
How about Set? S-E-T.
Oh, cool. Okay, I love it.
That is short for Set Across, which is Socrates backwards.
Oh. I wonder if that's, they have a character alternately called Set in the Elder Scrolls universe, and I wonder if that's a reference to that. If so, it was too academic for me. It went over my head. But I see that your Halfling Monk has an AC of 15 and a passive perception of... Where is it? There it is, 12. What is Boa's AC and passive perception?
Hang on one second. Passive is 12, AC 15.
12, 15. And what is Theron's AC and passive perception?
Perception is 13 and AC is 14.
13, 14. Okay.
Also,
Sorry, I had a minor setback there.
Oh, that's okay.
iPad died.
Oh, well, crap. Yeah,
So I switched my iPhone real quick, so sorry.
that's all right. All right, let's see. We've got... now, Kevin, have you used Roll20 before?
I have not, but I've been messing with it for the last couple of weeks probably, 'cause I'm trying to be a DM with no experience. that I
Nice.
have.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I do have the middle account. I think it's a pro account.
Okay, so you've run games on Roll20 then.
Yeah, I haven't run to just mess with it myself.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to show you what I do, and people do different things. So this may or may not work for you, but I'm sharing my screen right now, and this is exactly. So I just play on a laptop. I don't even have a big screen or anything. This is exactly what my screen looks like. What I do is I create two windows. I make up 25% of it is audio visual on the left-hand side. Whoever's talking pops up there in G Hangouts. And then 75% of it on the right, I'm managing the game. For the players, you can have the entire virtual tabletop open, which is kind of nice. And you can obviously zoom in and out. And then what you might notice down here is I've folded in all the names to where it's just the name tags. And the way I do that is I go to settings, and I go down here in settings to where it has player avatar size and video audio. And I just turn all that off because we're not using it. So I go to video audio, none, player avatar size, names only. And that, for me at least, really cleans it up. You know, that makes it to where it's much easier to see the tabletop and nobody's transmitting or receiving. And that's what I do. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I got that all set. I'm good to go on.
Awesome. Cool. Well, we will go ahead and get started then. Does everyone hear me okay? And does everybody see everybody and they can see the tabletop and Roll20? Okay. And how does the music and the tavern look and sound? Everybody can see it. It's not fuzzy and you can hear music. Okay.
I could hear. I just had turned down just a little bit.
Okay. Is it kind of loud in comparison to my voice? It is? Okay, let me turn it down. And you can turn that down if you go to settings. Of course, there's also a master music volume level slide. If that, you know, my voice is kind of not loud enough or Roll20, and let me know if there's something going on with that as well. Okay, so Kevin, welcome. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Have you played Dungeons and Dragons before?
Just messing around with some people. I'm old enough to be able to was able to play it when it first came out.
Wow, that's awesome.
70s. So I just played. I mean, and I played very little back then, really, just with some high school friends and stuff like that, just messing around. So It's best really to say no. I have not played.
Yeah, I've been you should dungeon master a 1E game for us sometime then, because I really want to do that.
That might be a minute, but
Yeah.
I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we'll absolutely go from scratch. The first thing, obviously, do you either have hard copy dice or do you have a dice app?
I have dice in front of me.
Great. Okay. It's probably what you're doing tonight is simpler than what you did. The first one would have been 40 years ago.
Yeah, you got it.
So it's simple, but I think the concept is the same. And everything now is baked into the single D20, so there's not even a 2D6 mechanic. The single D20 die is every single mechanic in the game points toward it, and you're going to use this over and over again, and that's it. And the basic game loop is going to be the same every single time. I'll describe the environment, describe what you see around you and what your senses receive, and then you'll describe an intent for what you want to do for your character. And then I may or may not call for a skill check, and that includes the same mechanic for combat, except slightly modified. When I call for a skill check, I have your character sheet up here. I see that you've got strength -1. So if I say, give me a strength check, you'll roll the D20, and you'll subtract 1 from the result. For a 6, I got a 6. I subtract 1, I got a 5. And you'll tell me the result. I'll narrate it again, and then that loop keeps going, and that's how we'll tell a story and play the game. And it's that simple. The only difference for the combat mechanic is if you tell me you want to hit something, you roll to hit, and then I see that you have attack actions, and you've got 3 weapons. As a monk, you can hit once with any of these 3. Like if you're up close, short sword's the best bet. You add +5 to the D20 because I see melee weapon attack +5. So I rolled a 13, add 5, I've got 18. I'll compare that to a number. And if I say that you hit, the only other difference for combat is roll your damage dice and tell me that result. That is the whole game. That is it. You have a bunch of cool features. A lot of them aren't going to come into play tonight, but they're going to be really cool later. Shelter of the Faithful, Faction, that's all stuff that's really going to come into play if you keep playing this character. Lucky is huge. If you roll a 1, you get to re-roll it. That's awesome.
Yes, I've seen that. That was that leaned me towards the character. That and the what's the bonus at the bonus action?
Yeah, basically every time you make a strike, you get to follow it up with a punch on 1 attack, but you only get 1 attack per turn. So
Correct.
okay, that is the whole game. Let me see what else I've got here. Blah blah blah.
Can I pull up my character sheet and keep it and reference it as? I don't see it on here.
You know what I do? I'll show you this. I don't have to show it to you. I just have it in another tab. So I'll quickly go over. Now, you may want to write some numbers down so you don't have to switch tabs. You're going to need to know your armor class. I have your armor class in front of me, so you won't have to tell me. But that's the number that I'm trying to hit as the monsters.
Yep.
Roll past. And then you may want to keep a tally of your hit points. You've got 10 right now. And maybe your weapon attacks that you plan. Short sword, add +5, and a single 6-sided die +4 to that result.
Yep.
And then maybe your unarmed strike.
That's +5 also, and a D4.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, that's exactly right. I usually just note just those things down that I need, and then if I need to make a skill check, I'll bring it up in another tab and look at it real quick. Okay, I need to make a acrobatics check, acrobatics +5. Okay,
I got you. How do you do that in another tab? If you open another tab, I have to open up roll 20 again.
Well, you have a Mac, so I don't know if it's different, but on my PC, I'll show you what I do. Here's mine again, and I have Chrome open, and I just have your sheet up in another tab. And
all right.
I just flip over.
Yeah, that's the just like the generic online one. That's not the character sheet like on Roll20 that I'm.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, and I should mention for our games, so we just do everything offline. So I I don't roll things online. I just roll dice, and we use the honor system. People, Eric, for example, I guarantee he has a hard copy in front of him right now, probably. Other people use other devices and things, so we don't necessarily just do it all in Roll20. Whatever works for you.
Say it again.
I was saying whatever works for you, however you want to do it.
I got you. I'm sorry. Yeah. I got the dice in front of me, and I'd rather roll them actually. So.
Yeah. About role playing, I was going to say that is totally up to you as well, and there's no pressure. And there's, third person role playing is sometimes better anyways, and sometimes I'll even switch back and forth. So if you're comfortable with first person or using silly voices or whatever, that's great. If you want to do it in third person, that's great too. Doesn't matter. A few notes for the evening. This applies to everybody. Please remain muted unless you are speaking. And I mute in Google Hangouts. You can see it right there. Whenever I mute, it'll show an icon there. And please remain muted until it's your turn. Don't steal the spotlight from other people. If it's their turn and they're doing something and you have a cool idea, it probably is cool. Let them do their turn, though. And that's going to be better than even the cool idea. If we encounter technical difficulties or something happens, a life event happens and somebody has to pop out, that happens all the time, and that's okay. Your character will go on autopilot, will continue with the adventure, and just hop back in if and when you can. Sometimes Roll20 lags. If that happens, what you may want to do is zoom all the way out and then incrementally zoom in to see if the blurriness goes away. If that doesn't work, you might want to try refreshing Roll20, like reloading it. My adjudication system, we don't have very much time tonight, and it's a lot of adventure in a very short period of time. So there are a few different mechanics that we do that makes things go quickly. If you feel like I've adjudicated something incorrectly, please tell me one time. I might be doing it on purpose for some reason. But if I say, nope, we're going with it anyways, write it down, and I'll provide a benefit later if it surprises me and it was like, oh, I did do that wrong. I'll give you inspiration or experience or something, because I always like to, I love to learn that stuff when I have it wrong. And I get it wrong. And another thing, I guarantee you I will get it wrong. Like, that will happen. The other thing is, if I rule something one way, and it happens again 20 minutes later or with a monster or something, it needs to be the same way. And please let me know if I don't do that. Aside from that, tell me one time and don't argue anymore. Like, let's keep moving. And it's very important for the pacing for tonight. What else? Don't read rule books. Don't look up rules. Don't look up spells. If you don't have spells ready right now, don't use them. And don't apply levels or features to your character. Those are done between adventures. Please do not criticize other players or tell them how to play. If something's going on, let them play. Let them play their character. If they want to use a dagger to throw it, and you know that it would be better action economy and more damage if they use their main weapon, let them do whatever they want. Veteran players, please do not give advice tonight. At least not during the game. You're going to be tempted to do that, and and I really appreciate that. But what that's going to do is it's going to mess up that gameplay loop. Whereas if Kevin or somebody else asks me a question, I'm also able to adjudicate and stay in character. So don't hop in and when a bunch of other players start giving advice and stuff like that. Sessions are usually 2 to 2.5 hours. Combat is really fast paced. When a combat round begins, you're going to be given about 10 seconds. You got about 5 seconds. You might see me even start to count like this. You got about 5 seconds to make a decision and about 5 seconds to execute that decision. So it's part of the game in combat to see what's going on with the other players, and then also be thinking of what your next move is going to be. Because combat's going to be like this when it's combat. Kevin, when it is combat, obviously you'll hear that classic roll for initiative, and you're going to know it's combat then, but also it'll be very clear, and I'll say that you're in combat. Combat is when it's, by the way, turn-based, and we'll set up those turns using an initiative order You don't have to worry about that. The rest of the time, you can just announce what you want to do, and anybody can decide and contribute to the group and make decisions. Some things about how I do this game, and some things about how tonight's going to work, and this is the last note, and then we're going to play. I think that the way I do D&D is very gamey, and it's very rules as written for this setting. And tonight is kind of designed to be this like old school dungeon crawly kind of experience. Death and failure are a possibility, is what I mean by that. And to me, that if you make it through, and you've worked together as a team and you've made it through the end of this adventure, it means that you kind of won the game, and there are success and failure states. And failure is fun too, to me, in my opinion. What else was I going to say about that? I can't remember, so we'll go on. Okay. Go for it, Eric.
One thing. Just so you know, my Wi-Fi's been really spotty. Like, I've already dropped out 3 times already while you were giving the intro spiel. If I drop out like one more time, I might need to just say I can't play tonight.
Okay. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Like, I turned the router off and on. I hope that resolves the issue, but just letting you know in advance. If I drop out one more time, I'm gonna have to.
I understand. Okay, you've all arrived from the lands of Orth months ago along the long road. It's this road that leads in through this mountain pass into this big open bowl-shaped vale that's hundreds of miles across that people commonly call the Vale. You've heard rumors of this kingdom to the north, and you evaded monsters and creatures in the woods to arrive in a city in shambles and ruins. You eventually made it to the city, and you found yourself taking the opportunity that you found, which was the survivors formed an adventuring school. And you have been training at this adventuring school under a Eladrin elf known as Haon the Elfblade for the past 6 months. Today he has asked you to join him at a table at the Golden Nut Tavern, one of the main taverns in town. And for someone like Haon, who is usually so austere and stern, this is a very unusual request. And that is where we begin. So there are 5 of you, and one of you have been sent to gather the others. This is a person who has not been with you. Actually, there are 2 of them now. These 2 people, they were not with Set, Gaijog, and Ander in their training. One is a short elf lady. Who is this person, Jake?
So Boa is a 35-year-old wood elf that looks 13, as wood elves do. She's a very small girl with pixie cut hair. She has a giant maul with her, though. Basically a massive 2-handed hammer that she carries with her everywhere. Really spunky, and her attitude's a lot bigger than she is. That's who Boa is.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Thank you, Jake. I was going to mention, basically tonight, I have set for you an adventure. I've already planned one out. It is sort of like your inaugural adventure into this world that is otherwise sandbox. So that does not mean you have to take it. It doesn't mean that you have to do it any certain way. However, there's one thing that I found that can happen with that is if you do go off the path, I can't guarantee will be done tonight. And then what I've seen is when we schedule a second night, sometimes people can't make it. So that being said, if the group decides they want to go in a different direction, please do that. It's Dungeons and Dragons, and that is perfectly fine. And we did that last time. The group took 2 sessions, and I thought that worked fine. But one person wasn't able to make it for the second session. Anyways, okay. The other person that has come to retrieve you all on the request of Haon the Elfblade for this contract is a as I recall, fair skin, medium height, human. Is that right, Mason?
Elf.
Elf. Well,
Elf.
crap.
But yeah.
Okay. Tell me about, what does Theron look like?
Like, yeah, he's, standard elf. He has a big, or not, kind of oversized red cloak on him. But besides that, he's your standard elf. He's kind of quiet, kind of reserved, kind of the opposite attitude as Boa. Just kind of stands in the back and watches y'all. Easy to forget about. Besides that, yeah, and he's a wizard, so he casts fireball and all that fun stuff.
All right. Let's see here. I want to actually put you all somewhere else. Okay, and then we have the 3 people that have been training at this school for the past 6 months that have come from Orth in the lands of the Flyness. Who is Set? And what does Set look like, Kevin?
Set is a halfling, small guy. He reminds myself, out of character, of Yoda. Just a little guy. Has a red wraps around his wrists. Very light clothing. More the helpful type of person. Helps anybody in need. Just wants to do away with the world of evil.
All right. Cool. And Sean, who is Guy Jog and what does she look like?
Guy Jog is a large, dark-skinned half-orc who definitely looks more like she belongs on a battlefield with berserkers than holding 2 daggers and using sorcerer spells.
Cool. Nice. And then
And
finally,
this is where I got to cut out for a little bit, so I'll be right back, actually. Sorry.
no problem. And then we've got Ander. What does Ander look like? Oh, I think he may have dropped out. Oh, wait, no, there you are. Eric,
He's
you're muted.
muted.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm muted. Yeah, sorry, forgot to hit unmute. 6-foot human, close cropped hair that's been repeatedly burned off the that is growing, but slowly growing back in. Brown eyebrows, blue eyes, typical traveling clothes, gray and earth tones, but singed around the edges. Carries a staff with a really weird assortment of trinkets and tokens and feathers and stuff of looped around on the top.
Okay. Well, that is who these 2 of these adventurers, Theron, this reserved and quiet wizard, and then this like lively, animated, boisterous, short, young wood elf girl. They have come to retrieve you, and they are escorting you right now to the Golden Nut Tavern. You are walking there, and on your way, is there anything that you want to say, or is there any questions that you have? Let's do it.
Oh, you guys are really going to love this place. They have the best drinks. I mean, I don't really drink much other than milk, but I hear they're really great.
Bo is saying that in character, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, here you all are. This is Theron, the robed elven wizard, and this is Boa, the small wood elf girl. This is Ander, and also robed spellcaster, and that's what you all have come to know him as, and the powers he has. And this is the small halfling monk, Set, and then this is the rather tall and powerfully built, you might say, Guy Jog, the half-orc. And you arrive at the behest of Haon the Elf Blade into the Golden Nut Tavern. And you can see Haon sitting at a table by himself. It looks like he's already set out drinks for you, and he's anticipating you, and he waves you over to the table. You can see that the tavern is fairly lively in the late afternoon of the day, and there are people eating and enjoying drinks and music, and there are musicians performing on the stage.
Real quick, I don't have control of my character.
Oh my goodness. I even fixed it ahead of time and it still didn't. No, wait, no, it's because I told you last second. Everybody else should have control of their character. You should be able to click and drag it around. If you can't, let me know.
I'm good now.
Okay. What do you all do?
I immediately head over there and sit down. Because I know Haon at this point. I'm good
Yeah,
friends
you
with him.
know Aeon. Yeah. He's a little off put that you sit down next to him and you're so cozied up next to him. He just kind of keeps kind of moving away uncomfortably.
Yeah, and I kind of show off the little dagger he gave me. Remember, we're best friends. And then I kind of signal to other people, hurry up and get over here, kind of thing.
I cannot control my character.
All right, let me see if I can fix that. I can fix that, I bet. How about now? Nice. All right, everybody else should be able
Thank
to. Sean, I got him actually. So, is Eric still here? Have the window.
I don't know if I should stick around, but because of this raid, I think I'll be doing this all night.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks when that happens. Do you want me to move your character?
I don't know. I'm confused, to be honest.
Oh, you dropped out. Okay, your character's right here, and basically you have all entered the tavern, and Haon is motioning you over to tell you about your contract.
Should I just leave the game now so I don't have to keep interrupting like this? Or should
It's
I
up to you. We can see how this goes, and then when we kind of get a little further, if it keeps dropping, we can try it some other time. Is that okay?
Might be easier to just pretend I was never here because technically.
I got you. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Eric. I hate it when that happens. There's another guy, Thomas, that we have. Oh man, I don't know. I get so mad at his internet provider. What is going on? And it's so frustrating. We'll work it out though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Guess I'll see the rest of y'all some other time.
Have a good night. I hate when that happens. Okay.
Question.
Sorry, what were you saying, Kevin?
I have a question. Somehow, maybe you can help me with this on the Google Hangouts. You said every time when someone talks that their video comes up in the full screen. I did something, so it's not doing that. It'll only go on who I click on. Is there something I can hit the?
I think if you click it again, it goes back. So if I click on me, I'll show up. But then if I click on me again, it'll go back to how it was. That's what I have.
I think I might have it fixed. Someone else say something.
Testing.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. Okay, thank you.
Great.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's see. So everybody came over and sat down. What is everyone doing? You have drinks in front of you, and they actually already contain, looks like a brown liquid, like a beer or a mead.
I think Boa pushes hers over to Theron.
I'm too young for this.
Theron, goes to take a big sip, but underestimates exactly how strong it is, and just kind of sputters it out and starts coughing.
Make a Constitution saving throw. 15. Yeah, you do sputter it out, but you kind of don't let everyone. You're able to kind of hide it, and then no one notices it, and you're just I'm fine. Everything's fine here.
As well.
Yeah. Okay. Hayon, he is his usual really austere and military-like self and kind of aloof. He's like, I'd like to congratulate you all for completing your training these past 6 months. And I have for you today your final test that you must complete in order to join the society.
So the demon wasn't enough?
What'd you say? Wait, no. Obviously,
I said killing the demon wasn't enough.
No. Obviously, he's not referring to Theron. So let me back up. Theron and Boa, you were sent. You were already like you were requested to be here, and then you were like,
Oh
sent,
yeah,
like,
we're
hey,
recruiting new people. Sorry.
hey, go get these people that were in training and bring them here for this job. Like you were the old hands at this point. Jake's. Is it me?
Okay.
No,
my
it's
bad.
Jake. Okay.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
Hayon.
Yes, Seth.
Is this all we have to drink? I do not like the smell of this.
Well, Jolly over at the bar will probably have other drinks available if you want to pay for them.
I'm much more of a water. Do you have water?
Well, the horses out back probably have water for you if you'd like. I feel like both of these two guys are just like, both of them are so. What's the word I'm looking for?
And while they're, talking back and forth, there's just like watching like it's a tennis match and the ball's just going back and forth.
You also notice that there are a number of extra tankards that are set, and no one's sitting. Anyways, he says, first let me introduce our adventurers of the society. This is Theron the Wizard and Boa. And he doesn't, it's just Boa. He just says Boa. Actually, I think he looks at you and he's like, Boa. And then let's see. The final, I've gathered you here for your final test, and it is your first contract with the society. Now, you may already know that 3% of the profits you find from any treasure would need to go to the society, but if you complete this job, you'll be full members of the society, along with all the benefits thereof. Do we have, let's see, Eric is gone, Sean is gone. Oh, Kevin, you're it. Okay.
Okay.
That's why I was realizing, like, I was like, wait, what's going on here?
Seeing that
Sean's going to be back, but Sean, like, literally, so he's over in Arizona, so he's eating right now. That's what he was like, hey, I can join, but I need to eat. I just got off work. So, fair enough.
Well, in character, seeing that I was asked to drink with the horses if I wanted water, I suppose I'm ready to get this adventure or test ongoing.
Good. And like, Hayon doesn't even get it. Like he's like, as you know, some year ago now, we fought a lich here in the city that was once known as Parabor. When we took the city back from the lich, our city has been in ruins. Parabor was ruled by Reeve, that no one had seen their face for centuries. And it turns out when we stormed the castle and found what was behind the Reeve, it was some sort of magical automaton. It had lost its power, and that had been ruling the town. Our spellcasters of the kingdom have been using ritual magic to try to find the source of this Reeve-maker, and we believe we have the information needed in order to find him now. That will be your job. Find the Reeve-maker and bring him back alive. Let's see. He hands this. Does everybody see that? He hands that to Theron, and he says, "You have served the society faithfully, Theron. We are entrusting you with this. This is the last property of Leo Doeku. Use it well. We have no other wand ride in town, and we have no means to reproduce this sort of magic. They tell me that its magic may be used to find the entrance to the Reeve-maker's magical sanctum. We believe that..." Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to just say, Theron like takes the wand with like a kind of reverence after seeing what happened to Leo. You know, the horrific death he suffered from the demon, and he nods his thanks to you.
Our information and the rituals that Filsane and Vicia and others have done indicate that the magical sanctum is somewhere south of the city along the last road. We believe it is just off the road, in fact, and not very far away. They believe you should be able to use this tool to find the sanctum. Your quest is to bring the Reeve-maker back alive, and to find him, and any other resources he may have. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any further directions as far as like landmarkers or anything like that? I mean, we're just gonna point us in a direction and say, "Hey, the wand pointed it out."
Felsane has told me that if you follow the road to the south and then use the wand, it should be able to indicate the entrance to the sanctum.
Fair enough. Then at that point, Boa like realizes it's going to be a pretty long walk, and takes one of the takes one of the tankards and pours it into one so it's empty. Takes her water sack out and fills it up, and then hands it to Set so that he could have the drink.
Oh, nice.
Before they set on their walk.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly, my friend. I might need this to aid me on my travels.
Yeah, especially since we might be getting lost.
You just might.
Haon says, he turns to Theron and he's like, "There's one other thing. The Court Mages have told me that something that you can look for that is a telltale sign of this sanctum is the aura of divination magic."
Again, he thanks you for that information.
Well, if you find the Reeve, come back to me at once. You'll be able to find me here, and you'll receive your payment and your dues as society members. And this is addressed to Set and Guy Jog, and I'll mark out Ander here.
So wait, you're not coming with us, Hagon? We could really use your expertise.
I'm afraid
I'd hate to end up with... Go ahead.
This, my friend, is a test of these new members, but it is also a test of you, Boa.
A test of me?
Yes.
You think I'm going to end up like another Dax? Or what's his name? Drake? I'm not going to end up like another Drake.
By Coralon's mercy, you will not.
I'm tougher than I look. And then she like stands up and like probably knocks a glass over or something.
Haon looks like slightly distastefully at this, like it really irks him that an elf acts that way. All right, what do you guys do? Welcome back, Sean.
I stand up on my chair, crack my knuckles, and say, "Let's get going."
All right.
Yeah, and I kind of like gesture like towards the door.
Okay. Cool. Let's do it. Let's see.
We have our mission, Sean.
Find a person, bring it back alive.
Yep. They gave us a magic wand to do it.
I mean, I'm good at the finding people part. The alive part might be difficult.
Unfortunately, it's mandatory.
As you leave the tavern and head south along the road as well, actually, I'm sorry. What do you guys do? Let me back up. Let me put you back in Perenval.
So, quick out of character question. You mentioned that it was divination magic. Was a while back when we were fighting the demon, and there was that tree with the hawk, whatever. In it. I can't remember if that was divination magic that we there, or we sensed magic there. I don't know if it was the same magic though.
It was not divination magic. It
Okay,
was,
just
I
want-
believe, conjuration is what we had said.
Yeah,
on.
that's what I thought it was, but I just want to double check. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I think the first thing Boa notices, like, she's been on long walks before, and she's pretty guaranteed that we're all gonna get lost. So she's like going around checking to make sure everybody has water and rations. So she'll be go around asking everybody, "Hey, you got water and rations? You got water and rations?" And if anybody doesn't, I think now would be a good time we go buy some.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys have water and rations?
Guy Dog does.
I do not actually. Wait, let me double check here.
Oh yeah. Plus we have to remove
Nope.
your. Do you have any money left?
Yeah, I do have money left.
What is your lifestyle expense?
Well, from last I remember, it was wretched because I failed a couple charisma checks.
Oh no. Well, no. I mean, you don't change it. What is it listed as?
Oh, normally it's modest.
Okay. So do you have a gold piece?
Yes.
So you'd remove.
I have.
Remove one gold piece for your. This is what you've been living on. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you probably need rations. That's a great point. In case you get
So
lost.
I'll go around and see if I can't buy some water and rations. I don't know how
Alright.
much that would be, but
Well, you could go to. You know by now that probably the place to go would be Terms Adventuring Store. She's the place. She's kind of the person that would have that sort of thing.
okay. Well, I asked the group if we can't. I just tell them I need to make a quick stop before we go on a long old hike, and then just start walking towards the store, assuming I know where it is.
Yeah, you probably know where Terms Adventuring Store is by now. It's over on the northern part of town, off the main road, and actually, it's not too far from the Golden Nut. Is that what you guys do? Is that okay, Sean and Kevin? Okay.
I believe I have. I'm just looking at my thing. It says 5-day rations, water skin. I'm assuming it has water in it.
Yeah.
Then I'm good. But I'll follow and staying with my group.
Okay. All right. You find the entrance to Terms Adventuring Supplies, and Term herself is inside, and she's like, "Hi, what can I do you for? Do you need help? Getting ready to go on a contract?"
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, I just need a handful of rations and a water skin, please.
All right, no problem. Let me take a look. Make a charisma check.
Charisma's not my good one. Let's see here. That was a 2. That dice is going to dice jail.
Dang, man. I remember last time. Well, that's 3 silver pieces for a water skin. And she rifles through her stuff in the back, and she's like, for a ration, how many would you like? I've actually got quite a few in stock now.
I would like about 4 rations, please.
All right, let's see. So
stock
for
up
4
on them.
rations, that would be 20 gold pieces. No, I'm sorry. 20 silver pieces.
Okay, I was about to say. And how much was the water again?
6 silver pieces. Right.
6
Water
silver
skin.
pieces. Water
Did I get
skin.
that Crap.
So,
I'm
yeah,
sorry. 3 silver pieces for the water skin.
Okay. So that would be a total of 23 silver.
Yep, 23 silver pieces, please.
Okay. He goes over and hands over the silver.
Well, you guys going out into the Vale?
Yeah.
Actually, can I ask her for something really quick?
Yeah, of course. What can I do you for?
I'd like to know if she has any climbing gear.
Climbing gear. Well, yeah, actually, you know, with everybody that's been coming into town, we're getting a lot of new supplies in. I think I have something like that. Let me look. Let's see. So for a full climber's kit, you want this, and she brings out like a big heavy. It looks like it weighs about 25, 30 pounds, and she puts it down, and it's wrapped up in some hide, and it's got rope around it, and you can hear metal clanging inside of it. She's like, "You want this full climber's kit, the whole thing?"
That sounds heavy.
Oh, it's pretty heavy.
Is it different from a regular climb kit?
Well,
or is it just a regular climb kit?
Yeah, people that are real serious about climbing here in the Ville and make their way over to the icebound peaks, and you know, you've probably heard of Vola's Cliffs. You know, you've heard how they say that it got that name. So anybody that makes their way out there now, they know to they bring some real serious equipment. They say the king went out there several weeks ago. I don't know if I
hate that we're friends.
Kevin, his character died this way.
My character was Vola. That's why the cliffs are named that. Yes, is that the yes? If that's the regular climber's kit, I would like that just in case.
roll a charisma check.
12.
Okay. That'd be 25 gold pieces for the full thing here.
I will take it.
All right. Anything else I can do for a few Perenvalian adventurers?
And Bo like walks up and leans on the counter. It's like, "How you doing today, cutie? A fine day we have, isn't it?"
Make a persuasion check.
That'd be a 6.
Look, miss, what can I do for you?
I just need some arrows, or actually crossbow bolts. I got this crossbow in my last adventure, and it didn't come with no bolts, so I need some of those if you have it.
Yeah, that's no problem. I keep a few of those. You know, probably what you're going to want to start doing, just a handy tip, there's a new weapon shop in town, and they carry some of this stuff and specialize in it. But I keep some odds and ends like that. Let me see here. In fact, I've got a case of them if that's helpful for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
It's got about 20 bolts in it. It's make a charisma check.
19.
But I haven't found buyers for it. You know, the weapon shop has been kind of taking up a lot of business for these odds and ends. I wouldn't mind getting rid of it, to be honest with you. I'll give it to you for 5 silver pieces.
Boa turns around, reaches in her bag, pulls out a set of large antlers. My background gives me a trophy from a hunt, so she pulls out this large set of antlers. How about a trade?
Well, I'll knock a little bit off. I'll go down to 4.
You got a deal. 4 silver.
She takes the antlers and she like puts them over off to the side.
Well, thank you. Thank you for doing business.
All right. Is there anything else I can do for you all? I hope that you stay safe out there. They say the road's only getting more dangerous.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, you all have a good day then.
I also offer her my thanks and walk out.
Tempest be with you, she calls out the door. Okay. All right, you're back outside now. You've got some supplies. What do you guys do now?
Head towards the direction Haon pointed us, unless we weren't given a direction. He says to the road to the south, right?
Mm-hmm.
Road to the south it is.
Yep, so road to the south.
All right.
Onwards.
You follow the road to the south and the city of the last road, and it takes you several hours, but in time, you make it out into the open vale, into the countryside. And let's see. Oh, I see what I did there. As you depart the gates of the ruins of the city of Perenval, the weather's really mild and inviting, and there are gentle winds and calming sun rays. Autumn is approaching in the Vale. The Vale, since you've been here, there was a really harsh winter that you all barely survived last year. But apart from the harsh winter, the Vale is unusually temperate and mild most of the time. And you're now out into the open vale, and you can see the semblance of a road that's overgrown in places and in disrepair, but you feel like you can follow it. Something else that you've noticed over the past several months is that the sun only seems to rise and fall in the northwest now. And that has changed, and people around town are talking about that. But you know that if you keep the sun out to the behind you and to the right, whether it's a sunset or a sun high in the sky, you're probably headed south. What do you do?
Hey, Theron,
Yes.
don't you have some magical stick that should point us the way?
Yeah. Let's see. The magic wand of detecting magic. I could try and see if that will guide us in the direction. I hope we're close enough. They said it wasn't too far off out of the what was it called? Out of the city, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought he said once we got out of the city, it would guide us.
Yeah. So you're definitely out of the city. You think you can see what is this what might be a road. It's sort of like how large dirt paths that were main thoroughfares a long time ago. It's overgrown in places, but you can kind of tell that this used to be this road that was maintained by the previous kingdom. And to either side of it, you can see the terrain. You see mountains far in the distance. You can see hills off to your left, kind of to what you would hope would be the east. And then you see a bunch of open country to your right as you're trying to travel along this path. So initially, do you try to follow the path, or do you leave and go into the countryside, or do you try to make it up into the hills?
Well, he said it was just off the path, so I would say we should try and stay on the path, since he said it was close to the road or whatever.
I agree.
Okay. All right, so you travel along this path for several hours. Like I said, it's broken and overgrown in a lot of places. But after a few hours, indeed, the wand begins to vibrate and the tip pulls like a divining fork.
I'd say we should probably start going the direction the wand is pulling us towards.
Okay. Well, when the wand starts to move, eventually it starts to point off into these hills. And Theron, you said you're following the wand?
Yeah, I'm holding the wand.
Okay. And is everybody following Theron? You guys going to do this?
I'm in the back.
Okay.
I think if we're veering off the road, first thing Bo wants to do is look for any sorts of like animal tracks or anything. Make sure they're like alone, kind of thing.
Sure. Make a survival check. And what is your intention for knowing the animal tracks again? Sorry, I just want to make sure I understand.
I wanted to kind of look out for threats, basically.
Oh, okay.
So Nate, you said your survival. 16.
You do find some signs of different animals. It seems like the wilds and the woods have really taken over, and at a strangely rapid rate. I'm sorry, out of character real quick. Can you remind me, did Boa, how did she make it into the Vale? Was it via the last road? Or was she from... Okay, so she's also from Orth.
Yeah.
Okay. When you first came into this place, you can hardly recognize it now because it looks like it has just been overgrown. So you find all sorts of animal signs, including those that might be threatening. This is a very wild space now.
Okay, so I just in character I just signal to everyone else, hey, this is we're not alone. Everybody be on guard, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you follow Theron, as you follow this thing and you try to allow it to kind of point for you, as you go up the hillside, it doesn't take long until you find yourself out into an opening. Make an insight check. You're muted.
12.
Okay. Here's what you do notice about this. One thing is obvious, because it wasn't too long ago that this happened. You're definitely in the same clearing.
He kind of, zones out just for a minute, remembering this big battle with the evil demon that they fought. And he kind of turns to Boa, and he kind of like is almost looking at her like, do you really want to keep going into this clearing, or should we like try and go around it or something? Because he's not at all comfortable in the clearing.
I'm sorry, and I don't mean the clearing where you fought the demon. I mean the one where you saw the bird and the stump.
Oh, sorry. Well then, yeah, I think he's still uneasy, but because there was nothing that really happened, he's not too concerned about it. But again, I guess he just tries to keep following the wand.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to miss something, but...
Okay. You follow the wand up to a break in a tree line, and sure enough, after a few moments, you are able to determine this is definitely that tree where that bird landed. And it looks like at the bottom of the tree, there's this big dark hole, and that's where the wand's pointing.
It looks like we have to go behind the tree, so let's go around the tree real fast.
I think you mean in the tree.
I mean, we could try around the tree first. But
Does Guy Jog like divine this from something? Is there something that just... Is it, say, entrance into a tree somewhere that, like...
Well, I mean...
Sorry about that.
No, but, I mean, the description of the tree is like a doorway. So,
That's true.
I guess just, being a magical person and combining common sense with how the tree is described.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah, what do you guys do?
Never mind. I don't want to keep going. So someone else do something.
I'd like to maybe move up a little bit and just kind of gaze into the tree. Not close. 15 foot back just to see if I can just notice anything inside the hole.
Do you have dark vision? I don't think so. No. Okay. Halflings do not have dark vision. You take a look at...
Sorry, I was going to say, can I offer to put light on his whatever he's holding?
Well,
so he can...
Let me resolve. Sorry. Let me resolve what Set wanted to do. So you take a look in the hole and you look inside, and it just looks absolutely dark inside. It looks like a long dark hole.
I do have dark vision, and I am just going to again try and peer in the hole and see if I can't see anything, and then if I do, I'm going to tell it to the party.
All right. You take a look in the hole, and you can see like a base of tangled roots on the far end of it that make up kind of the colorless vision you have in dark vision. It's surprisingly large on the inside, and there's a hole that descends down vertically in the very center of it.
So I'm going to go tell the group that I think this is the hole, or that the lair of what you called it, a reaver.
The Reeve, like a
Reeve.
mayor, Reeve-maker.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna put that in chat
think
because
this
my
might-
accent's getting in the way on that one. Reeve-maker.
He's going to go. He's like, I think this is where we're supposed to be. Doesn't look like there's anything in there, but I would still be on guard because bad stuff can happen. I can go south very quickly.
Okay, so Guide Jog, is that your name? Sorry. Sean, what's your character's name?
Guy job.
Guide Jog. Okay.
No respect for the new people in at the company.
Guide Jog. If you'd like, you could help us out here. Give us a little light on the situation.
I do that. I want to take a copper and enchant it with light and just toss it ahead of us so they can see in the cave or inside the tree area or wherever
you toss
to
it,
throw it
into the where are you trying to get it to land? Like, what are you trying to do with it?
I guess my response to that would be, have we actually walked into the tree, or are we just trying to let other people see inside the tree?
The last thing that happened was they told you what they saw inside, and that's it.
Yeah, but basically just me and Theron can see it because we both have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have dark vision too, but
since we haven't actually,
so far is really good.
Theron told you all what he saw, and that's it so far.
Then rather than waste my copper, I guess I'm just going to enchant one of my daggers with light, and just offer to enchant everybody else's whatever they're holding with light, so they can walk and see.
I actually hold up one of my crossbow bolts, so you can enchant that. That way, when I shoot off, it's
like the light cantrip?
I do have the light cantrip. Yes,
is that what you're using?
That is the plan. Yes.
You can only do it to one object.
Okay, then I will do it to his bolt. That way, if he decides to fire it, it'll light the path it fires.
Okay. So never mind. I'm just gonna go mouth shut. Never mind.
Okay. So then, what are you guys doing? So there's this glowing bolt now on the person's crossbow.
I'd like to fire it into the hole.
You fire it into the hole. I'm assuming you want to try to get it into the hole, and not
as deep in the hole as I can get it.
You have dark vision, right?
I do, so I could aim pretty well, I'd imagine.
Yeah. As you step up to the hole, you take a look down, and it's this hole. It descends down, and you see what looks like a platform down below, and you fire your bolt down, and it hits down, and you have this glowing arrow down at this platform. Looks like it's about 20 feet down.
Does it look easy to tread, or do we have to climb down?
You don't see anything. It looks like you have to climb. It doesn't look like there's anything that you could. Looks like it just descends down like a.
Well, Guide Jog, I think that climber's kit might come in handy here.
Can we scale any of the roots? Are there any roots that we can climb down?
You could try using roots. If you wanted to try roots as well.
Go ahead, Set. If you're all set. She kind of prompts.
I'll give that a shot. We got a light down there.
Yeah.
You don't have dark vision, but you can see the arrow. You peer over into the hole, and while there are roots around the entrance to the hole, it looks like it just almost like a ceiling. Like there's nothing off to the sides. It just drops down into a chamber of some kind.
20-foot drop.
20-foot drop.
Yeah, I don't think I'm scaling down through here, guys.
I want to use the climber's kit to anchor myself because I can safely go down 25 feet that way.
You do
so 20
that.
feet's nothing.
Okay. All right.
Now the rest of us, how's the climber kit work? I'm sorry.
There's an anchor in the ground up there, and there's a rope all the way down here.
Okay, I'm gonna scale down the rope too.
I'll catch you, little baby.
And I will follow them down the rope.
Because you have a climber's kit, this is how I want to rule it right now. And Sean, you let me know if it says something different. I don't think it requires a check because I think you can belay yourself and connect yourself to this thing. And besides that, it is just 20 feet. So, go ahead.
Correct. There is no check. It is you anchor yourself and you can move up to 25 feet without issue. You cannot go beyond that though, without moving the anchor.
Sounds like Sean had a good idea. You guys make it down. There's no skill check, and you arrive onto this platform. For those that don't have dark vision, it's very dark here.
I have my arrow.
Yeah, and
Can I pull the lit arrow out of the ground and reload it?
The platform is lit, and I'm gonna light that right now. And give me a second to get this going.
Okay.
I bet that no one has control of their characters as usual. Well, Theron actually does, and Ander Brightwood, which doesn't help us right now. And active characters, we want Boa, who's way too big. Make her smaller. Jake and Theron, Ander, Guy-Jog, who's nice and big, and that actually makes sense. I'm going to make you a little bit smaller. I don't think you'd be like 3 times the size of people. I guess that's your only choice, though. And set. He's also small. And I'm going to make a copy of you all. Okay. So this is kind of what you can see. I'll describe kind of... you seem to be on a stone platform, and all around you, all around this platform, there's just dark and placid waters. The only thing that you can currently hear are your own noises as you tap your feet and move around and scuffle, echoing off the walls somewhere off in the distance in the darkness. Those with dark vision, you can see that it looks like you're at the base of some large cavernous root, and you can see roots far off, like maybe 50 feet in either direction, and then just water, and then you have this platform. You also can see that there's this wooden hatch, and then the other strange thing is there's this big metal piping that's coming up, like a big brass pipe about that wide. It's coming up out of the platform, looping around and going into the water, and there's a gear turning right next to it. Everybody make a perception check. And I'm choosing to not do that rule. I want to do it this way because I like rolling dice.
18.
18. Well, then we're going to go with that. Theron, you hear, your elf ears hear in the distance what sounds like clanking metal and the rising and falling of valves and steam and mechanisms. It sounds like there's mechanical stuff in the distance. What do you all do?
I'd like to lean down and hover my hand over the water, see if I can tell if it's hot or cold or anything without actually touching it. Just hover my hand over it, see if I can tell temperature.
It's tepid, just kind of, it's just,
okay.
Yeah.
Is there a lock of any sort on this hatch?
It looks like it's sealed shut. You don't see a like a padlock or anything, but you're able to tell that it looks like it's just fixed. Like you don't even see where it might hinge.
Do you know how deep the water is?
Hold on though. Let me back up a couple more things though. So for this hatch, like, it's not got a padlock. I apologize. You do see you see the hinges. It's just like this. So you got hinges. You see a place where it looks like there'd be some kind of mechanism, like a place to hold a hand. Like obviously this is where it's meant to open, but you don't see a padlock. And then it's flush with this platform. Sorry, what were you going to say, Mason?
I just didn't know if the water if we could tell how deep the water was.
How do you try to do that?
Deep it is. Well, that's a good question. I don't know if I could. I guess it doesn't really matter. Besides, I don't really feel like jumping in because who knows what's in water. I have a short sword. And I'm just gonna like dip it in the water, see if I can't reach bottom or not.
You dip the short sword into the water, and nothing happens. You go all the way up to the hilt. Hand gets wet.
Yeah.
Just keeps on going.
So it's okay.
So what do you guys think? Door or valve? Which should we try first?
We could always break the valve and see what happens.
Valve might be useful though.
Is it a valve or is it just a gear that's just spinning, correct?
Yeah, it's a gear that's set on this mechanism, and it's turning next to this big brass pipe that's looping around.
Hmm.
Can anyone check for a trap on this door?
I mean, I think we could all check. I think we all have fairly mediocre.
It's just a matter of
checking.
who's.
Is there anybody who is good at checking for a trap on this door?
Let's see. Well,
We do have a way to detect magic. That's about it.
I just say, considering what happens if you turn off somebody's heating or cooling in their homes, perhaps somebody will open this door if we stop that gear.
I think it's worth a try, as Bo says as she's loading her crossbow back up.
So I want to try and stop the gear.
How do you do that?
I will try casting a ray of frost at it and freezing it.
Roll to hit.
All right. Oh God, 7.
It hits. More importantly, it damages it. Roll for damage.
8.
I believe Ray of Frost also reduces movement by half, right?
Reduced by 10 feet. But, I mean, it's mechanical, so yeah.
Okay, that's by... Okay. Well,
A
anyways,
third.
You shoot this Ray of Frost at the gear, and it seizes and bends, and it obviously damages it. You hear like it kind of clanks, and it's trying to turn, and it's like... And you hear like a terrible grinding sound, like metal teeth that are grinding into things, and things that are snapping and bending in unnatural ways off in the distance. And then it finally stops, and it stops moving.
I think we broke something.
So much for a stealthy approach, I guess.
Can I react to his can his comment be in character? Because I'd love to react to that.
Oh yeah,
It was
my
definitely
comments
in
are
character.
always in character.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to go knock on the trap door and say, "Gear repair people."
Make a... No. Yeah, that just happens.
I mean, I
Say
could roll
maybe-
deception if you want.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What do you want to do, actually?
I want to roll more dice.
Okay.
Is there like any handle on the door whatsoever? You said
There's
it's
a
flush
handle.
with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have like a rope or something we can tie on and pull it back so we can stay at a distance in case there's like a
Well,
spring
hold on.
trap or something?
Let's see if this works. I rolled an 18 on deception. So
What are you trying to deceive? Like, what's your
I
intent?
don't know.
His intent is to draw people out of there.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's home,
Ah,
their
okay.
gear just broke. Somebody says their gear repair people. Deception.
18. And you said deception, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if we can't lure out someone.
Okay. All right. Nothing happens.
Okay, I'd like to try to tie a rope to one end of it, pull it back at a distance, make sure everybody's back, not too close to it. See if we can pull the door open.
All right. You do it by yourself?
I think I asked for help first.
Okay.
And if no one offers, I'll try it by myself.
I will volunteer to help with my
Right.
massive half-orc strength.
Massive accurate. Okay. Anybody else?
Theron's gonna offer to help, but not sure as to how helpful will actually be.
All right. What about Set? What is Set doing?
Seth is just standing there shaking his head, saying, well, that was real subtle.
Okay. Everybody make a strength saving throw. Except Set.
Oh my god.
Who's in the back, by the way?
I'd
I would
probably be in
think-
the front.
Me,
Theron?
because
Okay.
I was the last to offer help.
I rolled a 21 on that saving
Okay.
throw.
Thank God, because I rolled a 6.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. This is what happens. You connect the rope to this door, and you all like, ready? 1, and then on 2, like all of a sudden, like Guy Jog like catapults this thing, and Theron flies back and falls into the water.
Oh no.
And Theron is like tossed into the water, swimming, and Guy Jog almost tips over the end, and the door opens.
Okay, I'd like to toss the other end of the rope to Theron to help him get back out of the water. I don't know how
Yeah.
good it is.
You do,
Theron's gonna try and swim back to the thing.
all right, yeah, you do that. You get out. You're sopping wet. Do you have any? Notes or books on you?
I do. I have notes and books, I believe. Actually, I might just have a book. Let me check here.
I don't see.
I
you.
have a book.
It's not your spell book, is it?
No. And I do have a parchment. One sheet of parchment. Actually, no, I do have my spell book on me.
Your parchment is soaked and ruined. Your spell book is soaked, and it would be difficult to use right now. And then you have a book, right? It's also
Yes.
soaked.
Wow. I'm just gonna like quietly glare at Guy. What was your name again? Guy Hog? Guy Jog something. He's just gonna like just glare at him for him getting thrown in the water.
The door is open. The hatch is open.
I would like to throw him back in the water.
That doesn't happen. Unless he consents to it.
And I would like to
Then
throw
it's
him
a
down
no.
the hole.
No.
Okay.
Is there any way I could try and dry this out in a short amount of time without, destroying it? Destroy my spell book.
The thing is, I don't, if you ever had a book, like, what saves it is the bindery, right? But it kind of gets stuck together, and it so the best option is to try to dry it and then preserve it, right? So it's kind of, we're going to wait and see what happens.
Okay, well, we're going to, I guess, wait and see what happens.
But you already have your prepared spells for the day, and you already know your cantrips.
Yes.
What do you guys do?
I guess look down the hole, see what else there is to see in this underneath this door.
All right, you look down with the hatch open, and you look down inside, and it looks like there's a ladder, and it just goes so far down that it actually goes further into the darkness than your dark vision can allow you to see. That it's just a thin corridor with a ladder going straight down into the dark.
Okay, I think Bo is like, you want to rinse and repeat, and like lends a bolt over to Guy Jog again.
I mean, yeah. Can I cast light on this new bolt?
You cast light on the new bolt.
And she's gonna fire it down the hole just so they can see down easily. Especially for
I like
Set.
to imagine that she's like shouting "fire in the hole."
Yeah, for sure.
You fire this bolt down the hole, and it disappears way down into the darkness, and you think you might see a little prick off where it seems to have landed way down below.
I do not recommend jumping.
Bo is gonna set her crossbow back and draw out her big old mole. Actually, nope, screw that. She's gonna put that back away too, and she's gonna have both her hands ready to hold on to this ladder and start climbing down, I guess.
All right, you climb down. What does everybody else do?
I will also climb down the ladder. I'm not gonna risk nothing.
Hope you're not afraid of the dark.
I can make their actually be fire in the hole, but he's gonna climb down after Guy. How do you pronounce your name? I forgot how you pronounce it.
Kaijog.
Guy. He's gonna follow you down the hole.
You
Follow.
you climb on this ladder for probably 100 feet or more. It's quite a long ways. It descends down into the steam-filled room, and it's really hot, and there's steam shooting off this hot surface from this big chamber, and there's a gigantic cog on the floor and pipes that are running into the walls. There's a bright long tube of some sort of liquid with symbols on it, and it's this fluid swirling as this thing turns on this gigantic cog. You see a face appear on it. Hello! Hello! Who is there? Hello! Is anyone there?
I want to just whisper to the rest of the guys, do we want to stick with gear repairmen?
I mean, unless you think adventurers is better. Friends of Heian, maybe? I mean, this is a rescue mission after all.
Since Boa volunteered an alternative, I push her towards the voice. Like, just super gently, though. Not like throwing her. Not a monster.
Hello?
Hello! Who is this?
I don't know who you are. You have to tell me who you are.
What?
How am I supposed to know who you are?
What are you doing in my sanctum? What? Is this some sort of banditry?
I don't know. I've never seen a badger tree before, but I bet they're pretty cool. Do you know Heian?
I don't know this Heian. Are these... Oh dear. Are these Paraborean adventurers? They seem like idiots. What took you so long?
We're definitely not those people.
I've been trying to get attention for 2 weeks now. One of my machines has gone berserk, and I've had to lock myself within one of my laboratories. I need you to stop this machine so that we can reclaim my lab and get out.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, but what is your intent? Like, what are you
To
trying
know
to
if
do?
he's telling the truth or not. I want to know if he's trying to tell the truth.
There's no sense motive like in Pathfinder. However, you can make an insight check to try to see if you sense any dishonesty. And like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was a pretty good roll. 17.
As far as you can tell, you don't sense any dishonesty. Maybe
Okay.
that still said sense, even though.
Hey guys, you like fighting machinery? She says,
Please, I need your help.
I'll fight machinery. I got nothing better to do all day.
I've never trained for that, but well, we're here.
all right. And Boa turns back to the voice and says, you have any like ice or cool beverages? Pretty warm down here.
Listen, miss, if we can try to get out of here, then we can talk about these things, but we are in quite a bit of danger right now. I need your help, or else we are all doomed.
Theron goes to tell Boa to ask him what exactly is this machine that's going mad, like trying to know more about what it is we're going after before we go after it.
I think Boa just turns back to the voice and says, where are you?
I am locked away in one of my laboratory rooms. I got
How
myself
do you see us?
locked in here several weeks ago. My
So
machines,
you can see us?
Yes, I can see you, you fool. Can't you see me? And you can. There's like a face like floating in this liquid.
Oh, I missed that part. Oh, okay. Which way are we supposed to go?
I need you to recover my notes and the mechanisms necessary to shut down the defenses in my lab.
Can't we just smash whatever this is? And she's pointing back at the gears behind her.
Don't do that! The entire sanctum will explode. Why, you've already destroyed part of the sanctum.
And she kind of like looks at Guy-Jog like this is your fault. Yeah. Okay, just tell us where we need to go, I guess. And she's like shrugging, like I don't know what to do in this situation.
I need you to obtain my notes, as well as the mechanisms necessary.
Where are these notes located?
Why, yes! One set of notes. If you enter the hall straight ahead, you'll turn to the right, and in that room there are some notes. Please be careful. There's an orrery there, and I have several defenses in that room. I'm afraid there's no way around it. You'll need to deactivate the orrery and overcome the defenses in order to obtain the notes. The other notes are in the room to the left as you enter the corridor ahead. There are several defenses in there as well, but some of the defenses will not attack you. If you can be clever, perhaps you can obtain the notes without them, tearing you to shreds, as it were. And then, finally, I need the mechanism that can help open the door and deactivate the defenses. I've constructed an iron golem. It patrols the main hallway. It will most certainly destroy you if you try to fight it. You must try to find a way past it. But whatever you do, do not enter the doors to the rooms on either side. Oh, and, well, I'm sort of turned around. I've been here for several weeks. Is it to the right door, or is it the left door? Oh, drats, I can't remember which door it is. But you must enter the right door.
Do you have any candles or lanterns? It's pretty dark down here.
I'm stuck in this room, you fool!
You don't have any laying around. I guess she's going
we're doomed.
Turn back to the group and like, do any of you have a torch or something so we can see what's going on?
I have a torch.
Now
Okay,
listen, the mechanism that will shut down the defenses after you obtain the notes is in my supply quarters. I can't remember which way to turn down the main hallway, but you must find the supply quarters. Once you find it, return immediately. I am located in the right, or to the right. You'll see me as just before you enter the orrery.
Okay.
You must do this quickly. Something has damaged my mechanisms. It's possible the entire sanctum could just explode.
Theron again shoots a glare at Guy-Jog.
I light one of my torches.
You light one of your torches. The area around you is lit now, and you can see more clearly that there's just like a strange, not marble, but eerily green tile, like a stone floor with, or stone floor with brass. These large brass chambers. This thing is probably, 10 feet wide or 20 feet wide and 10 feet tall, and there's this huge gear that's taking up 2/3 of the room that's spinning. You almost have to kind of go around these things, even though you're a halfling. It's taking up so much space, it's kind of cramped. What do you all do? There's a door here that looks like it has some sort of magical energy. You can see like green stuff, like a lava lamp. It's just kind of moving, but you can see what's on the other side. And I'll tell you what you see. You see, looks like a fire. You must go quickly, please.
I'm going to head that way.
Okay. All right. All right, so you go up to the magical door and you touch it. It allows you through. You can see a hallway here, just like this person described. And there's this jumble of twisted pipes and random spitting steam and jagged steel. Looks like an explosion happened here. There's all sorts of fire and smoke. The way ahead is kind of obscured by steam.
Can I maneuver my way through it?
You can try.
That's what I would like to try to do.
Alrighty. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, now, so my first skill check or saving throw, I have Dex +6.
So for this, you'll see in the stat block where it says below proficiency saving throw. And a saving throw is something that, like an explosion or getting out of the way or something, you know, to see if it happens to you. Saving throw is what you'd roll for a spell or a fireball. And in this case, with dexterity, you would add +6.
So a D20 +6.
Yep.
It was 11, 6, so 17.
You easily, nimbly, like, there's this gout of flame that shoots out and you roll under it with the training that you have, and you come out the other side and toss yourself around some jagged metal, and you make it over onto the other side without any of it harming you.
I yell back to the group, "Piece of cake, come on."
Bo is definitely inspired and tries next.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, 7.
This thing is a meat grinder. It tosses Boa to one side of the wall, and then another object swings around and kicks her to the other side of the wall, and then something like shoots out a flame and singes her from behind and knocks her forward. You take 1 fire damage because Boa is just a monster, I guess.
Okay. 1 fire damage. It singes her hair, but her hair is already cut pretty short.
Yeah, like she gets knocked around all over the place, but
anyway.
it's like one of those, you know, like it doesn't even bother her. She's like, oh.
It's one of those toys where you punch it and it just reinflates and comes right back up.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Having seen both success and failure, I'd like to offer to throw Theron.
Theron does not accept that offer.
Too bad.
He's gonna again try and make his way, hopefully without failing.
Oh no. Make a dexterity saving throw then.
That would be a 16.
16! Oh, thank God. Okay, you like, Theron does this full Indiana Jones thing, because this is not his thing. Like, something like barely misses him, and then a fire goes right in front of him, and then he runs forward and barely gets hit by something else, but he, or almost gets hit, but you make it over onto the other side.
I will also go.
And you see, once you get to the other side, you can see, like the face mentioned, there's a door to the right, which would lead to that orrery, and then there's a door to the left that leads to those things that supposedly you could try to trick to get the notes, as well as the main hallway. Make a dexterity saving throw.
$19.
Oh, wow. I think what you do is just, these things, you just straight up Neo it. Like, something shoots out at you and you just dodge out of the way, and like that. Like, yeah. And you're able to just nonchalantly make your way through, no problem. What do y'all do now?
I think we should go down the first doorway to try and collect the notes.
Yeah, doorway to the right.
This one.
Okay. Go for it. You pass through the doorway. Well, I don't know why it's not letting me do it. And you see a You see a door to your right, and then another door to your left. The door to your right has that same kind of lava lamp look. The door to your left looks like the lava has coalesced, and there's only small breaks in it that barely appear. And beyond the color of that door, you can see a gnome. And he looks like this. What do you do? I frozen.
No. Is that the gnome or the face that we saw earlier in the contraption? Okay.
Finally! You've made it!
Yeah.
His voice is a little bit garbled, like it's off in the distance, but he's like, he comes up to the, you look inside, actually, and he's in this room. Goodness gracious. Let me see if I can... And the room has like looks like a little miniature mechanical thing. Mason would know it as a model train. And this thing, it goes all the way around the room. And he's like out in front of it, and this little model train is trundling along on the track, and he comes up to the door and he's like, I'm glad you made it past the debris. The door to your right leads into the orrery. My first set of notes are there. Then you'll need to go to the door on the left side of the corridor where the other notes in the main hallway are to find my, my device that could deactivate my defenses in this door. I'm trapped in here.
So Theron's just going to be like, well, I guess we're going to go head off to the orrery, and he's going to call the group to, follow him to the other doorway. Start walking off.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. You said you go into the orrery, then in this door, right?
Well, you said it looked a little bit more coalesced. I'm like,
no.
Still, right?
Sorry. This one is the door that's coalesced. Basically, he's stuck in it.
Okay.
These doors look like kind of lava lamps. Like, I think you might be able to pass through them.
Then I will walk through the first door.
All right. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no. Aha. I rolled 23.
23. Awesome. You narrowly avoid a pit. And it looks like in this chamber like falls through, cling, and it clangs, and there's this pit, and it goes down about 20 feet, and you make your way around, and as you make your way inside, there's this gigantic, rapidly rotating gear on the inside of the room, and connected to it are these huge other vertical gears, and they're rotating kind of perpendicular to that. And rotating all the way around are these partially spherical bodies all along these gears. And you can see two levers on either end of the room, and it looks like there's another door on the far end of the room. It looks like it's completely coalesced, like the room that the gnome is stuck in. And as you enter, these blades descend from the building and start spinning like helicopters, and they come towards you. Everyone roll for initiative. So, Kevin, what you do there is, let me turn that down, that's kind of loud. Your initiative is,
Yeah, I don't see it anymore, but
yeah, I don't see it either.
if I have a plus or anything, so I don't know. Or a minus.
I'm pretty sure it's just your dex, though, which is plus
Yeah,
3.
it's your dex modifier.
Yeah.
So my initiative is plus 3.
Yeah.
Alright.
And you guys roll it, keep a note of the result, and then I'm going to go around and place you in order. Okay, guide jog.
12.
Boa.
Oh, I got dropped on the call.
Well, crap. Theron.
14.
Set.
All right, I'm back.
14.
Roll one more time, please.
Me?
Mm-hmm. And
That would be 12.
12. Okay. And Boa.
12.
Roll one more time, please.
5.
Okay. All right. These things go first. They spin towards the center of the room. This one's able to make it to Theron and it attacks. And it misses. You barely dodge out of the way, and it's now Theron's turn. You got 5 seconds. You're muted.
I'm gonna. It's too close to use a ranged attack, correct? Or I'll get disadvantage on it, right?
No, it's a spell. You don't get disadvantaged on.
Okay. I am going to cast Burning Hands at it.
Go for it.
It's a Dex 13 save.
It passes.
Oh, it does. It's okay. Hold on. It will take. Deals 10 damage, but I think it takes half.
Okay.
Yep, it takes half.
All right. That makes it Set's turn.
I would like to. I know you said this was a spinning blade.
Yeah, like a series of
Yep.
blades, like a helicopter that are just spinning in the air.
Don't know how that would work with an unarmed attack. Would I just cut my own arm off? if
No,
I
you're a
tried?
monk, man. You can do like anime stuff. Like you can absolutely you can hit it.
Alright. Well, then I'm gonna move to the closest one. This one over here, what's attacking Theron, I think.
Yeah, you can Chuck Norris that thing.
Yeah, I want to move over to that, and which I think I have plenty of movement. And then I'd like to do an unarmed strike.
Okay, go for it. Roll a d20. Is that your main attack or your secondary attack? So basically, you can do like a sword, or you can do 2 unarmed attacks. You can do a sword and an unarmed attack, or 2 unarmed attacks. It's up to
Right,
you.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with this sword.
Okay.
Really, right this second, because I want to go with the 2 attack.
All right.
I believe.
Roll twice.
I get
then.
one unarmed. I get one unarmed attack, and then as a bonus action, I have my other attack, unarmed attack. Right.
Yep. And on the first one, you can add +4 to the result, but not the second one.
Yep. Right. Okay. All right. Well, it's okay, but all right. Let me just roll 20 first.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that wasn't nothing. That was a 4. I don't have
Misses.
anything. I don't have anything plus to that. That wouldn't matter anyway. All right. Then I can do a bonus unarmed again.
Yep.
All right. That's an 18.
Hits. Roll for damage to be a d4.
And that would be a 1.
A 1. You strike the blade and it tips it and kind of wobbles sideways, and it's Gygax's turn.
Did you mean guy jog?
Guide jog.
I want to. Can I see this one, or is
Yep.
the monk in like my line of sight? Okay.
I
I want to cast. I want to cast Ray of Frost around him at it.
Go for it.
All right, that is 13 to hit.
Hits. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. The thing is that this thing is zipping around, so you try to hit it and you miss it because it's zipping around in the air, and it's Boa's turn.
All right, minor action, draw crossbow, fire crossbow at it.
This one?
Whichever one I have a better chance of hitting. Line of sight, I can move around.
Are there 2 of you?
There are 2 of me. I was just going to keep going. I thought maybe that gave me an extra turn. I wasn't sure.
Dick.
Oh, it casts mirror image.
You're going to need to move into the room at least to right here, or you could move here and hit this one, or you could move here and hit this one.
Well, if I'm going to do that, I'd rather, because I didn't have any weapon drawn, so I'd rather minor action, draw my mole, and then come up and
Yeah,
try to hit
because
this one.
this would be at a disadvantage anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I bonus action rage first,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That'd be 12 to hit.
Misses.
So, miss. Yep. That's it for my turn.
All right. It's their turn now. They all come up into this doorway, and y'all are kind of plugged in here now, which is not good. One of them hits. It hits Set. For 3 points of damage, it slices you. All of you are able to dodge the other ones. It kind of slices you as you tried to kick it before. You set it off balance and it comes around and slices you afterwards. It's now Theron's turn, sorry.
I'm going to cast Firebolt at the one next to me.
Okay, go for it.
13.
Misses. It's, let's see. Set's turn.
Alright, the one closest against me, I'm going to attack him again. Question real quick, and I didn't do this last time. On my attacks, I should be doing my roll +5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't do that before, so okay.
The first one would have missed anyways, so...
Yeah,
but,
that's
yeah.
why I didn't say anything, because I already know it was too low anyway, so okay. First attack would be a 15 plus 5, so 20.
Hits.
Alright, damage on that. There's 2 plus the 2 plus 4, right?
Yeah, it's 6.
4 bludgeoning. Okay,
Yep.
so 6.
You spin up into the air and you roundhouse kick this thing and it crashes the mechanism at the center of it and the blades fly apart and it's destroyed. And you still get another attack.
Can I bonus attack the other one next to me?
Yep.
That would be 12. Miss.
Misses, and it's now Jag's turn. God, Lee.
How about we just go with Guy? Just call her Guy.
Okay.
Is that gonna work?
Hey, Guy.
If I kind of like move kind of here, can I get this one in this little open corner area? Or?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I want to hit that one with Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Hopefully. Oh God. 8.
Misses. It's now Bo's turn.
Wacko thing.
Go for it.
23 dirty to hit.
Hits.
Hang on, sorry. I get a +2 damage because I'm raging. Oh my god, that's 14 damage.
Oh my god. Okay. You utterly shatter this thing, and you like.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm gonna say movement turn. I'm gonna move out of the way a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. It's now its turn. This last thing's turn. It knows no fear, being a machine, but it's unable to hit the nimble Set, who dodges out of the way. And now, Theron, it's your turn.
I'm going to run up next to Boa, and then I'm going to cast Firebolt at it again.
All right, you cast Firebolt.
22.
Hits.
Uh, 6.
6 damage. You strike the thing, and some of the blades fly off, and it looks obviously damaged. And it's Set's turn.
I'm taking an attack at it.
Okay.
Unarmed. That is a 23
Hits.
damage. For 8 damage.
You shatter this one as well. You spin up in the air, like do one of those Jean-Claude Van Dammes where your first foot goes across and then the next foot connects, and it hits the mechanism and it shatters and flies apart across the room. And now you have this big spinning, and it's spinning pretty rapidly, this gigantic orrery with all these mechanisms. It looks like if you tried to cross this thing, it would be pretty dangerous.
Should we see if we can't see what these levers do, or should we go back and ask the gnome what the levers in the artery do?
I think we should go back and ask. Maybe that might be helpful.
I agree.
Unless
Yeah.
there's any obvious way we can walk around it. Like if we go to the far side, can we see if there's a way around?
Okay. What do you guys do?
Guy Jog just starts heading back. Like,
Okay.
you know, we don't need
Yeah.
to be pulling no levers.
Yeah, you take a look into the room, and unfortunately, you can see this little gnome butt on the far end of the room. It doesn't seem to be paying attention to you, and there's all sorts of mechanical noises as he's digging around in something.
Yeah, I don't really have any way to make noise except scream, and I doubt he's going to react to that. But I shout out to him, "Hey, gnome guy!"
Yes. What's happening?
We were wondering about these levers in the orrery
Yes.
and what they do before we start pulling them.
Yes, I have activation and deactivation levers. It's a rather simple mechanism, actually, you see. As the orrery turns at a rate of 40 kleptonons every 5-10 dreadkinins. And he goes on for like that for like probably 5 minutes and uses some terms in Gnomish and yeah.
I speak Gnomish though, so
Do you
I don't know if
speak
that would help
Gnomish?
that
Are
point.
you serious?
I have Gnomish.
Where did that come from, Sean? You understand everything he's saying, and basically he's really overcomplicating the fact that, okay, that ruins my plans. It overcomplicates the fact that basically if you one of the levers deactivates it and the other lever activates it. So that also does the same with the door, and it's that simple.
So
Cool,
we deactivate
thanks.
it all.
I walk back in and without saying anything to anyone, I just walk up and pull the lever.
You pull the lever and the thing starts to, and after about 15 seconds it grinds to a halt.
The RNG gods hate you. This is literally a randomly generated character.
So we can easily pass through this machine now.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Sean speaks Gnomish.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I speak Gnomish as well.
Oh my god. That's my fault. I have your character sheet. You come up to the door and the door is closed.
We pull the lever to open it.
You pull the lever and all of a sudden and it starts to accelerate rapidly and it activates again and the door opens.
Oh, okay. Guy Jog, pull that lever one more time so you can get through safely, and then we'll redo it.
I managed to stop laughing in person long enough to pull the lever in character.
Okay,
Okay.
you do that and you can make it across and you guys do the lever again and it's activated. The door's open and there's this room and it's full of like bookshelves and there's a bunch of notes. They're all written in Gnomish.
Hey, Theron, you can find a replacement for your spellbook in here, I bet.
Probably. I'm gonna just take a peek through those just to see what they say before giving them back to him.
Well, you
If there's
do,
anything of interest.
well, you certainly find the notes that he's referencing. It's definitely talking about the different magical steampunk type devices and arcane things in the sanctum. So you have that, and you also definitely find a spellbook replacement. It's written in Gnomish with magic.
Since some of the people have been training at the school in Perenval. Wait, is it Perenval now, or is it Parabor now? Which one is the current name?
Perenval. Perenval.
Right. Since some people have been studying at the school, would they know that there's a certain reclusive court mage who is interested in whatever documents she can get her hands on?
Probably not, but you could probably ask around town and try to find leads.
So then the question is anyone willing to steal these without that knowledge? Got it. Guy Jog is not.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Boa doesn't care about books either.
The question is, does Theron want this spell book that's in Gnomish?
He will definitely take the spell book.
Okay. There are other tons of different books and notes. They're all in Gnomish, and you also have the notes necessary that this gnome is asking for.
And Theron, you feel fine stealing that book from this poor fellow?
I would like to note, because I think your characters would know this, this is the guy that made the Reeve that controlled the Parabor for like hundreds of years under the control of a lich.
Oh,
yeah.
so, okay.
He's the
He's not
Reeve-maker.
all. He's not all too concerned about how the Reeve-maker feels about it.
That's fair.
And I'm just saying, like, I just want to clear that up because I know that, like, that's well. Anyways, okay. What do you guys do?
Are there any
well, I'm
notes on the Reeve that would be useful to the Perenval government, perhaps?
You would have to spend some time searching for that. Probably 30 minutes or more.
Yeah, Guy Jog doesn't care enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't want my rage to wear off. I'm kind of huffing and puffing right now.
Okay.
Is there any other way around, like through the study room, so we don't have to walk back through the active machinery?
You just have to deactivate it. It's not.
Oh, okay. I thought the one lever activated the other. Like I thought only this lever would.
They both activate and deactivate. Just on
Okay,
two different
then
sides.
that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna pull the lever again.
All right, you
Back.
pull the lever and it slows down and grinds to a halt. You can safely pass.
I'm gonna
I'm
try
trying
to
to stay out of the way.
walk through these traps and head back towards the door.
All right, you're able to make it around without being harmed, and you make it to the door.
Okay. Look inside, see if I can see anything before I walk in.
Sure. You look inside.
At this point, I think Boa turns back. It's like, "Hey, Theron, fireball."
This is a room with these gigantic. What are they called? They're called. I can't think of what they're. These things that bellows. There's gigantic bellows that are expanding and contracting in these huge cylinder reservoirs for steam or whatever they are, and these mechanisms that are also turning and pipes. And inside you can see 3 defensive contraptions that have already descended and are spinning, and they're just spinning in place in the air. And then you see a table with obviously notes, and then a door on the far wall, and then there's 3 mechanical constructs that resemble dogs, and they're just standing completely still.
Can I use disguise self to make myself look like a ridiculously tall version of the gnome guy to try and get by these things without fighting them?
You can try.
I mean, also Set might be good at stealth, and we could maybe send him in as a scout to get the papers stealthily. That might be a better option too.
I'm open to that option first.
I'll try that. I'd like to maybe come in and see if I can sneak around this way.
Make a stealth check.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. 6.
It in fact works. These things are really stupid. You sneak your way in. Is it 6 total, or did you add your stealth score, by the way?
I rolled a 6. Do I have stealth?
Yeah. If you look under skills, no, you don't.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
think
you still
so.
do. So every skill actually has a base stat. For stealth, it's dexterity. So you'd add +3. I'm surprised you don't have stealth, but anyways, it's your dexterity.
Okay, so then that would be a 9.
All right. Well, you're able to sneak past where you headed.
Well, let's see. How tall are these things over here? Can I I probably can't get around it this way, can I?
You're confident you could get around it. It's hot, but you're able to climb in ways that keeps yourself safe.
Well, then I'd like to get as close to the desk as possible, then I would guess.
All
I
right.
get over to here.
You're able to get to the desk. Nothing happens.
Okay, then I can't read, what is it, Gnomish?
Right?
But I saw what they was picking up in the other room, and I just kind of grab anything that looks like it has the same kind of writing on it.
You grab anything that looks like it has the same kind of writing on it, and you do that.
Bo is standing in the doorway, giving a thumbs up.
Now what do you do?
Okay, I'm going to grab these quietly. I'm going to try to retreat the same way I came back in.
Okay.
Same way I came.
And you do that. You now have
I
the
get
notes.
back to the party, and I tell the party, well, that was pretty easy.
Yeah. Nothing could go wrong now.
Let's go see the
Famous
little
last
gnome.
words.
Yeah, we have everything we need.
Yeah, let's head back to Mr. Gnome.
He's his butt's up in the air and he's like digging through a bunch of mechanical stuff on the far end of the room.
Can I grab a pebble out of my pocket and throw it at him?
You grab a pebble out of the pocket, it bounces off the door in front of you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 10?
10. It bounces back and it hits you in the forehead. It does nothing.
Okay. Just a little humiliating. That's okay.
It hurts your feelings.
I'm gonna see if I can't yell to get his attention.
What? Whoa. Have you obtained the mechanical device as well as all my notes?
We have the notes.
Okay, and the device.
Yes.
We're working on that. Wait, we have that?
You must find the device.
What does this device look like?
It's a small mechanical creature. It's able to deactivate my defenses so that we can leave safely and shut down this door as well as the mechanisms within my sanctum that might destroy us all.
I say
What
the
is it
rest of
shaped
the
like?
group- I say the rest of the group, isn't there a door on the other side of that desk?
Yeah, and we have our papers now, so maybe we should just fireball the room to kill all those mechanical things that we get through easily.
Quickly, please.
Or we could just sneak.
I would
Yeah,
like to
I
try to sneak by again.
mean, okay.
I personally think we should sneak, just in case, because we don't know what they might do or what they might alert other things to. So, I think we should probably sneak.
All right, begrudgingly, Boa agrees she will sneak as well.
Let's see here. Okay. Everybody, make a stealth check.
Be 14 for me.
Uh, 16.
21.
Okay.
I need to change dice.
What happened?
Got a 3.
Okay. Everybody head on in the room. Come on in. Everything's fine here.
I'd like to think that Boa went in first.
Yeah. Okay, everybody's in. I'm gonna go with the same initiative, except I'm gonna roll for the monsters, and it's the same. So we're gonna go with that. So you guys start to make it into the room, and everybody's stealth. Like the monk, does a somersault into the shadows and all kinds of shit like that. And then this big half orc comes in behind and just like, and like bumps into something, and these blades just go, and like a light beams into them, and they just buzz forward and to attack you all. And it's their turn. Oh God. Theron, you take 10 damage. And Guy Gag. You take 8 damage. You're muted, Theron.
Oh, is it my turn?
No, I was just letting you know you took, what did I say, 10 damage? And then
10. Yeah.
Guy Gag
I'm
took
still alive.
8 damage. Thank God for levels. Okay, and then now it is Theron's turn.
Well, he's relatively annoyed at both Gaijog and this new metal spinny thingy. He is, let's see, do I have... He's going to cast Scorching Ray on them.
Okay, what does that do?
3 rays of fire. I can cast 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. I can hurl them at one target or several. I'm going to cast 2 at the one directly in front of me and 1 to this guy right there.
Saving throw or
I have to roll to hit.
Gotcha. Go for it.
That would be 23.
Hits. Roll all your attacks. Just resolve all of it. See if it hits, and then roll for damage.
Wait, you're saying do
just roll all your d20s. Let's go. Roll all the hits. See if it hits or not.
20.
Hits.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, I guess so.
And 15.
Misses.
So the first 2 hit, the second both.
Yeah.
So it's...
And that's all on this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
You shatter this thing like with these rays of power, and it flies across the room destroyed, and it is now Seth's turn.
Okay, unarmed strike. Yeah, for the one in front of me. That is 19.
Hits.
For 1 and 5 damage.
Okay.
Still going. That one's still alive.
Yeah.
Or still spinning. Alright, I'm bonus action attack it again. That one is 22.
Hits.
And it's just, is it +4 also on this, or just a D4?
Just a D4, yeah.
Not the +4 on it?
Right.
Okay.
And proficiency bonus. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, that is 3 damage.
3 damage. Alrighty. It is now Gygax's turn. It's Gygax now. I'm going with that.
Yeah, I just added AKA Gygax to my thing just to make it easier for you. I figured Gygax is a name you can get.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna aim for this closest one. I'm gonna cast Acid Splash.
Okay.
And it says 12 Dex save.
It fails. Let me
All
see,
right. Then it takes.
You said acid, right?
Yes.
Very cool.
It's 4 damage, and I think that's it.
Okay. Takes 4 damage. It is Boa's turn.
Yeah, she's gonna whack him on 2.
Okay.
12 to hit.
It misses.
Yep, it's my turn.
All right. Both of them miss. It's Theron's turn. You're muted.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at this one right there.
Okay.
And that would be 20, dirty 20.
Hits.
And it's... That would be 8.
8. You're just like furious, like going full freaking, 11 from Stranger Things at this point, and like beams of energy are shooting out at you, and you've just destroyed 2 of these things, mostly on your own. And it is Set's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to this one.
All right.
And attack. Unarmed. Ugh. Okay, that's 1.
All right. Misses.
Now, don't I have do I go lucky on
That's
that?
right. Does it apply in this
Yes.
situation? I think.
When you roll a 1 on an attack roll.
You got it.
Ability check or save.
Very cool.
And then I have to use this. And that is a natural 20.
Okay, so you got a critical hit. In 5th edition with a critical hit, that means attack again and see if this hits.
Attack again.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be another natural 20.
Man, I wish I was in Jake's game right now, but I'm not. But that's pretty cool. Okay, so because it hit twice, you can now roll for damage and double the result.
Alright, so D4 plus 4. That is 3 plus 4 is 7, so 14.
Alright, you like utterly just like Bruce Lee punched this thing and it just flies apart and you destroy it. Alright, these mechanical constructs just look at you all impassively and they don't move.
I advise we go around them.
Yeah, let's not anger sleeping monsters.
God forbid we get glared at by a little tiny elf man.
Lady, actually. Oh wait, elf man too. That one also. I think they both glared at you.
I meant Theron, yeah.
Okay. As you pass by, this one, its head turns and it goes, and it like looks at you.
Is there any indication that it's like scanning me for some reason? Would I even know what that means?
Make a Arcana check.
Alright, 12.
It doesn't appear, as far as you can tell, it's not any different in state than it was before. It just looking, it just turns its head.
I'm going to continue at half the speed I was.
Okay. It does nothing.
And just keep going. Okay.
You look down this hallway, and there's a door and a hallway. Well, never mind. Go ahead. All right, who's this?
That's Boa.
Okay. As you enter this room, you hear like the ground actually like it's shuddering, and it's getting louder, and it sounds like something's coming toward you.
So something is coming towards us?
Yeah.
I think Boa walks back again.
And it like this gigantic, like, 25-foot tall mechanical construct, like humanoid, like steel chassis, like comes up to the door. It sees that you are on the other side of the door. It turns around and it starts walking back the other way.
Okay, so it's a timing thing. We have to time it right, guys. We have to go immediately after it turns around. Wait for it.
You're making me nervous.
Go.
It turns around as soon as you
I disengage.
Disengage.
It makes an attack at, it manages to get an attack on, opportunity
Boa.
attack on Boa.
Yep.
Yes, it wasn't me.
But it's
What a
half.
jerk face, Sean. You think you've screwed up everything. Like you exploded the sanctum. You activated things, and you're like, I hope you get hit, Boa.
I didn't say that.
So this thing's arm, it swings around and it shatters into the wall, and stone pieces fly off, and there's like stone smoke and debris, and it clears for a while, and then it turns around. It's clear to you if this thing had hit you, it probably would have just killed you outright.
I thought it hit me.
It did not hit you. It actually missed. You barely. Yeah.
I'm saying rage might have saved me, but okay.
Hey, set.
Seems to just be like moving back and forth down this hallway.
Yeah, that's why I thought we could follow. Maybe
we would have to try and stealth behind it, so just running down, stomping down the hallway behind it.
Scooby-Dooing going on.
Maybe we could lure it through the traps on the other side. Let the hallway of doom take care of it.
I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it'll come out this door.
No, obviously it only cares about the hallway.
Yeah. That is the extent of its world.
If it's not going to walk through this door, though, we should just do range attacks at it until it finally gives up.
But will the door block our attacks?
I'm just gonna back away from the rest of the party.
Can I search the rest of the room to see if I can find any secret doors or anything?
Make an investigation check. Let's see. Do you have investigation? It'd be
Of course
skills.
not, but
So investigation then I believe would be wisdom. Am I right, guys? Or intelligence?
Investigation is intelligence.
Okay, sorry. So you use your intelligence modifier.
damn, why didn't you say wisdom? That would be 11.
Okay. What you're able to tell is it seems like these mechanisms do connect into other rooms. In particular, this one you can see running into a wall. But of course it looks like it's the area that you already came from. And then the other thing is the mechanisms seem to descend into the floor and up into the ceiling. Otherwise, it does look like there's just these two doors.
I think Boa kind of sees Set searching around, kind of asks, "Hey, what are you looking for? We got the papers already."
We need to get this mechanism, but I believe we have to get by that thing first.
Could we check if any of the remaining documents on the desk are schematics for these guys?
You can try.
I would like to try with my intellect of gnomish language.
These dogs immediately turn around and red lights enter their eyes, and they strike you.
Can I just like back away, or is that for sure happening?
It does happen. Let's see. But you can also certainly back away. Okay. You dodge out away from two of them, but one of them hits you, and it crunches into your arm. It does. Gosh darn it! It does 8 points of crushing damage.
Oh my god! So I'm at -7.
Okay. Yeah. It nearly snaps off your arm, and you slump to the ground unconscious on the other side of them. Make your first death saving throw.
Okay.
Give you guys a doctor.
I'm going to use a counter since we're not in combat.
2.
Alright, you'll mark the first one down. Alright, what are you guys going to do?
Can I do CPR or something? Try.
These things,
Yeah, try to stabilize.
now that someone's not looking at notes or the table, they turn back around and they look out, and they're just standing there. Alright, make your next death saving throw.
I'd like to go try to make a medicine check. Try to stabilize her. Save her life.
Alright,
Somehow.
make a medicine check with disadvantage
I have
because
a-
you don't have a
I have a
medical kit.
healer's kit.
You have
I
a
have
healer's
another
kit.
kit.
You have a healer's kit.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay,
I think-
you
I
would
think
be able
Boa
to
kinda
do
like
it without
shouts before.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Sean, make a
Had that
death
happen.
saving throw. What did you get?
I had a 10.
A 10, so it passed. Alright, you can make a medicine check to see if you can stabilize her. Do you have medicine? Let's see. Skills, medicine +4.
Yes, so I can roll?
Yep.
Yep, +4. Oh, shit. 7.
It fails to stabilize her.
Damn it.
Make your another death saving throw. And then what do you guys do? Once you guys have the reaction after the roll.
11.
11 passes.
I am going to attempt. I want to try and attempt to stabilize them. However, I do not have a medical kit.
Alright, do it with disadvantage.
Can I give him help so he just rolls like a base? Because I think at this point we're all trying to help.
You can try to help, but you have to tell me how.
I think I'm just, I don't know, like doing compressions, I guess.
No.
Did you say I had an advantage with that? Because I did not.
No. You have disadvantage if you're not using a healing. If you don't have a healing kit,
No.
you have disadvantage.
No, when I.
So it'd be a normal check for
sorry.
you because you have a healing kit.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Unless you have the healer feat, and then it does other things. But
Okay, no, I just have a healer's kit. It says. So now is that like healer kit gone?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it expends it. I could be wrong. I'm gonna look that up.
Okay. It just says it's
Okay, I will be right back. I just need to grab my charger real quick.
Who is making a check?
I guess I am now since he's leaving.
Never mind. Actually, my phone's about to die. Sorry, Sean. Sorry, Sean.
That isn't. What's my medicine? Medicine. Oh, +0. That is an 8.
Okay, it fails. Make another death saving throw, Sean.
9.
Okay, you've
Great.
got 2 successes and 2 failures. You guys can take one more reaction. What are you guys gonna do?
Can we wait for him to come back?
I mean,
Yeah,
could-
we can do that.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
everybody can get a shot at this, apparently.
Yeah.
Mason, don't use any
Fair-
die you rolled a 1 with.
Theron, it's up to you. If you
Oh, no.
fail at this, there's a 50% chance that he will die. She will die.
And you sure you want me to roll?
Either that
Work that
or
path.
it's going to happen anyways. Yeah,
I either have one
Okay.
50% chance or 2.
that's about right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll. That would be a 10.
It fails. You're
Dang.
able to stabilize.
Oh! Nat 20.
Wait, don't you? Wait, I think do you come back? Can somebody help me with that rule? I want to give it to you if you got it.
I have no idea.
Nat 20 on death save. Isn't there like a you come
I
back?
thought
with
you get
one-
like 1 HP or something like that.
counts as. Yeah,
Yeah, I
if
think
you
you
roll a
come back,
d20,
you gain
you gain
one
one hit point.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you come back with 1 hit point, and now you're conscious somehow.
You guys, it was all fire.
There's nothing but fire.
There's nothing but fire. It's like being alive but on fire.
Well, that was creepy. All right, now what do you guys do?
I guess try to sneak past the machine.
I do nothing.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
I dropped it. Hang on. Oh my gosh, stay on the table. That'd be a 14.
Let me take a look.
Let me take a look under the hood.
You said 14?
Yes, sir.
You're able to pass into the shadows and move past it. It doesn't seem to notice you. You're over here now. Who's next?
I will
Let's try
attempt
it
just.
also.
Go for it. Tell me what your all's results are.
All right, I'm gonna try it. Can I use acrobatics?
No, it would be
like-
a stealth. So it would be dexterity.
Oh, okay. 18.
18, you're able to. So I think what happens is like it comes back and you turn around and instead of trying to like, you like stay in its shadow, right? So you guys are like up with it. So it all comes down to Theron at this point. If you want to go, actually, maybe you don't want to go.
Yes, I do, and I rolled an 18.
All right, you're in its shadow and it passes down the hallway, what happens is it comes right to here, and you guys have a decision to make, and I'll show you what it is. And you have 5 seconds to make a decision. 'Cause it's gonna
I'm
turn
gonna
around.
dive into the left.
All right, you dive into the left door, and that was a great decision because this thing does not see you, and you are clearly, gosh darn it, you're clearly in a supply room, like a place with a bunch of stuff. Now what do you guys do? I'll tell you what you see here. It's just boxes and these gigantic bottles stacked on the south wall. That's what you got here.
And he said, is there another doorway or something? Because I thought you said it was closed. The other automation or whatever the machine was in here somewhere.
Yeah, so this is definitely it because he was saying that it was like in his supply room.
We have a detect magic wand, don't we?
We do, but there's also magic all around us. So I'm not sure if it just goes just haywire. But I can pull it out. We can see what it does.
I mean, I don't know about magic things, so maybe you're better to know about that kind of thing, but...
Do any of these boxes have any writing on them?
They seem nondescript.
Can I make an investigation to see if I can't find the thing that we're looking for?
You would have to probably pry open the boxes, and it would just take time. It would probably take, between 10 and 30 minutes, depending on which box you pick and how long if you find it or not.
Okay, well, I don't really see any other options.
Can we help him look to speed up the process?
Yeah. We all take a box to look in.
Yeah, sure. You're able to do that in about 10 minutes. Does everybody look in a box? Is that what happens?
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
you look through the boxes, and eventually Set opens a box, and something pops, jumps out of the box, and it scurries along the floor, and it has this Cthulhu blinking eye, sideways slit eye, and it looks up at Set. And it just blinks at him.
I'm gonna try to grab it.
You grab it. It seems to like you.
Yeah, that figures. I think this is the mechanism that little fella needs, or that little woman needs, whatever it is.
Yeah, let's hope this is it. Well, I've never seen anything like that before.
Well, I don't see anything else in here. It looks like a little mechanism.
Yep, you're
So,
pretty confident that's it.
Should we try and stealth back out to the to our friend at 1 HP out there? Gygax, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to stealth back.
All right, everybody make a stealth check if that's what we're doing.
So I'm doing. Be a dirty 23.
All right,
19.
19.
18.
18. It gets to right here, and you time it just right, and you're able to, as it turns, as it's turning, you're able to kind of bolt around the corner before it's able to get back to you. You're able to do it very quietly. We'll make it back.
Let's go back to the gnome dudette, whichever one it is. I'm confused at this point. But yeah, let's go back to it without touching any of the notes on the table over there.
Hey, Guy Jog, look what Set found.
Look what I got. It's a mechanical kitty.
Woof.
Alright, I want to head back to the Nomi.
Okay. All right, you make it back. You make it back. Okay, as soon as Set comes back, the little mechanical cat jumps off of his shoulder, or where it's just riding along with him, and it scurries up into a slot in the wall, and this door opens, and the gnome comes out, and the cat seems to just go back to Set, and it sits on his shoulder, and the gnome is like, "Finally, thank the gods! I've been trapped in there for weeks. The food on offer was not great. I want you to take me to your king. We have much to discuss."
Yeah, we can take you back to town.
Good. Let's leave at once. My name is Finkle, by the way. No one bothered to ask. They don't make adventures like they used to.
Bo turns to the groups and is like, "Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm confused about what Heian sent us to do. We were supposed to bring this guy back."
Yes, we need to return him.
Yeah,
Alright,
we're taking him
it
back
seems
to
kind of
town.
annoying. I'd rather just kind of leave him here, but whatever. I guess we
No,
have to.
we're taking him. Yeah.
Yes, we're taking it back to Heian, not the king. And if Heian wants to let him go to the king, that's his call.
That's what we're
That's
doing.
not the job.
Back.
You guys want
Terrible and
team up?
dire things are at stake.
You guys want to team up and try to tie him down?
There's
So
no
because
need to tie me, you fool. I'm happy to go along. We
I
must
think-
not delay.
I think he's more than happy to go out of his laboratory with us. I don't think we need to do anything like tying him or anything. I think we should just start heading back to town.
Alright, just
Is
know
the
I
way
don't-
out the same as the way in? Like, out of character, is the way out the same as the way in?
You say that in character, and he says, yes, we need to simply leave. And he goes up to the door, and he looks in, and he sees just a mangled mess of metal and everything, and he's like, what did you do to my sanctum? It's ruined.
This is how we found it.
And he's like, Modron cat, please. And it jumps off set, and it scurries into a slot in the wall, and some of the like steam and flames and stuff dissipate. And there's still shards of metal and stuff, but if you take your time and move slowly, you think you can make it around it.
Then I would like to take my time and move slowly.
So does
This has
Finkle.
not been my night.
And he climbs up the ladder and moves on ahead past you all.
I follow.
Okay.
I also
I keep him
follow.
in sight.
And I also want to recover my anchor from my climbing kit on the way out.
Yeah, you do that. And now you still have your climbing kit. Nice job. All with your big one hit point there.
It only cost me most of my life.
Okay. I didn't take it easy on y'all. I didn't say
This is
that.
what it feels like to be Mason.
Aw, jeez.
That's been my life.
You make it back out into the vale, into the woods, and Finkle's like, now where do we go? Which way do we go?
Up north. Follow the road north.
Very
Right?
well.
Actually,
And
no, we're not.
He turns, let's see. He turns what would definitely be east, and he starts walking.
I want to, like, just put my hand on his head and just be like, no. The sun only stays in one corner now. It's this way. And take him actual north.
That's ludicrous. It makes no sense at all.
I didn't say it does. I said it stays in one corner.
Well, very
I didn't
well.
say it makes sense.
You would know which way to go. Let's quickly. And what do you guys do? Like, where do you go?
What time of day is it?
It's starting to become evening. This all happened in about twice the span of time that we took here.
Alright, so I'm just thinking, does Woodbow know if they can make it back to town?
Mm-hmm.
by
Yeah,
time
you could.
before-
It's not that far away.
Yeah, then we'll head back to town.
Okay. Where do you go in town?
Directly to wherever Heian would be.
Okay.
Back to the tavern. Golden Tavern.
Fair enough. Um, okay. Except, let's put you guys back where... I guess I'm just going to take the tavern people with me. Gosh darn it. Weird tavern people, leave them alone. You walk into the Golden Nut. Things are mostly as you left it. There are even more people here now, and it's become even more lively as the evening goes on and the music is picking up. People are having a good time. Hayon is here waiting for you, and Finkle the gnome is also by your side.
I would say we take Finkle the gnome over to Hayon.
Okay, he follows you.
Hayon, we found something you might like.
I'm guessing people don't have control of their freaking characters again, right? No, they do. Yeah, you do. Okay, cool. He takes a seat up to next to Hayon, and he's like, "Excuse me, fine elf. I don't know who you are, but if you work for the king," and Hayon draws a blade on him immediately, and he's like, "You will not move from this spot, or I will take your head immediately. Do you understand me, gnome?" "Of course. There's no need for violence here. And Hayon draws the blade up closer to his throat, and he just silences. And Hayon keeps the blade there and turns to all of you all, and he says, "Congratulations on completing your first contract in the Vale. You are all now complete members of the Society of Adventurers of Perenval and are due what you've earned. That will be 50 gold pieces each, a malachite gem, and this cloak that is a symbol of your office, and of course, the badge of office that I provide to you all." And with the blades, he brings out a pouch and it slumps it down onto the table, and it's a collection of these, and I'll add them to your journals. Most of you already have them, but Kevin is the only one that needs it now. So Kevin, that should be in your journal. You should also... Hey! What does that sound like, Jake?
Hey, what the heck are you doing, buddy? Put that back on me.
Please forgive me, Lord Caber. It's society business, of course. We'll take it outside quickly. I apologize.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Strawberry can give you a ride back wherever you need to go. Just tell Double Dukes he'll do it for you.
Thank you, Lord Caber. We'll depart quickly. As I was saying, this is your badge of office. Anyone here in town or any business that you are placed on in a contract in the name of the kingdom will know that you are a society adventurer with this blade. And then also, out of character, you can add 50 gold pieces, a gem of malachite, a fine fur cloak to your inventory. Also, this evening, you can enjoy as much mead here as you would like. I have made an arrangement with Lord Caber and have paid for the proceeds.
Just real quick question: we all get a gem, or just Set?
Everyone gets a gem. Set has still the Modron cat on his shoulder. It seems to have taken to him, and I'm going to put that in his items. But everybody gets malachite, 50 gold pieces, and a fine fur cloak, and a ceremonial dagger. And that's it, guys.
I'm pretty sure
I didn't get fat dice rolls this time.
Yeah, no, that all got transferred to Sean this time.
Gave him dice, and now I've got the bad luck.
Kevin, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons, man. I'm really excited that you're... Yeah.
Yes, me too. Thank you very much. That was extremely fun, and I'm glad I didn't get hit on any of those, because I was down to 7 hit points, and after some of those last couple hits where you was throwing out 8 damage, 9 damage, I'm like, oh yeah, shit, don't hit me, I'm done.
Yeah, an Iron Golem, if it had hit any of you, it was a plus 13 to hit. It does 3d10 plus 7 damage.
Yeah, but that'd be half for me, so it'd be fine.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Bo is special.
I would be very, very dead.
I only had 9 health. I took 8, and then with 1 left, I took 8 more.
Yeah.
Now, how do I find the information that you just give me?
I just narrated it to you. If you can write it down, or I can send you a message. And
Oh, that's okay. No, I mean in my journal.
Oh, on roll
I
20 at
clicked
the.
on. Yeah, I clicked on the journal, but what am I supposed to be looking at here?
You have
Anything?
one of your new items in your journal under items and properties should be ceremonial dagger, badge of office, Perenval Society of Adventurers.
Yep, I'm not seeing that yet.
All right, let me see if I. It is posted.
Okay, right here,
okay.
ceremonial dagger. But there's a. I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to still figure out what everything in here because they have the party, and then there's other people in here that, like Kyle, Thomas. No, no.
Oh yeah, sorry. I have some things set to all players. That's my mistake.
Okay.
The things that are like specifically set right now are the Modron cat, the ceremonial dagger, Finkle's notes. And by the way, what do you do with Finkle's notes? I think Theron has them. No, Set has one.
I
set.
have.
Yeah.
I have one set. He
I
has
have one set.
What do you all do with the notes?
I can't read them, so I'd really give them. I probably would give them to Theron.
Well, I was going to offer them to Heion and see if they would be of any use to him if he would need them in any way, shape, or form. If he doesn't need them, then I'll keep them.
He absolutely takes them if you give them to him. He would absolutely take them.
Yeah, because I don't think Theron would see much use in the notes of mechanical contraptions for him.
Also, before Heion leaves, Boa wants to hand the dagger back because she already has one for slaying the demon. So she's like, "Thanks."
No. Obviously, Theron and Boa did not get daggers because they already have them, or they should.
Right.
But
Okay. I was gonna make sure if he was like hand them out, and he's just like, "Do you not remember me?"
Guy Jog and Set are the ones that get the daggers and congratulations.
That's okay. That's why I asked about the gem too. I was making sure that.
But you do get the Malachite. Good point.
Cool.
Thank you again for your intrepid service, Boa and Theron. Great job as always.
Oh, really? These guys pulled all the way. She kind of looks at Set. That Modron likes him for a reason, I think.
Cool.
I'll thank you for your guidance.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. That was a lot of fun. And I will